Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Wednesday the 2nd, and today was a gorgeous day outside. Started off rainy, kind of overcast, and wasn't too bad. We had just nice little rain, not much, overnight and through the early morning, but turned out, sun came out finally. I guess the sun's always out. The clouds went away, I should put it that way, and they cleared off, and it just got beautifully, skies, just gorgeous weather. A little bit of wind here and there, a lot of sun heated up stuff pretty quick, which is to be expected this time of year. I think they even let a bunch of schools out around here in Iowa for heat. Everybody got kicked out early and whatnot, which is kind of funny because most of the schools around here anyway have air conditioning now, which they didn't back when I was going to school. But oh well, there's who knows, whatever reason they can to kick them out a couple hours early, it still counts as a full day, and they don't have to do as much. So works out, whatever they want to do. But got up, got a bunch of stuff done, trying to figure out a few projects, designing, getting some stuff accomplished. Ordered a bunch more stuff for the wood shop. Spent way too damn much money. You know how it goes. You start getting into this, and you start getting into that, and you're like, I need this, I need that, I need that, and then you look at the total, and you're like, oh shit, I don't want to pay that. And then you're like, you start going through and start deleting everything back off to get your total down to a manageable number. And then I realized I needed all that stuff anyway. I wouldn't have put it on there if I didn't need it. So I went back and said to Health and just ordered the whole damn lot. And yeah, that's kind of scary. So spent more on that order than I've spent on last 3 cars I've bought. So definitely kind of an interesting thing at that point. But oh well, stuff I needed, stuff that I need to finish some projects. I got a few more projects started, and it's stuff that I hope to make a little bit of money on when it's all said and done and over with. So, and who knows, might or might not make any money. You'd never know in this kind of stuff. So just that's what life's about. But went ahead, got out for my run today. Actually on the way to do my run, took the van into the shop. Hopefully they'll be getting to it soon. I need it back really, really quickly. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but I really kind of want it back pretty soon. But they've been putting me off. It's a van. Nobody likes to work on a van, especially in the exhaust area up underneath the motor. It's just a pain in the butt. So I told him since he was going to be in there anyway, tearing apart stuff to get that far, to go ahead and just throw in some plugs, some wires, replace the belts and all that good stuff. So I figure once you're there, might as well just replace everything at it, because you figure $400 of it's going to be labor just getting to the damn exhaust part. So went ahead. Like I said, I hope we got to it tonight. I have no idea, but I dropped the van off. Took the dog with me, and then decided to go for my run from there, which wasn't bad. Had my hydro vest on again. Not sure what's going on. I've got a collarbone injury. You can see that like red spot right there. It's wearing in. When I run, it kind of pulls down my hydro vest right on the end of that bone, which is where my collarbone is broke. It doesn't really show up here, but you can see it there a little bit. And that's where I broke my collarbone in a motorcycle accident years ago. And I don't know if it's the fact that I've lost a little bit more weight or what's going on, but it's absolutely just driving me crazy. It's just super raw and tender right there, to the point that I actually took the strap off my left-hand strap of the vest, which only have one right strap on, which makes it worse because the fact that all the weight's on the right side, and my chest straps and stuff I have super tight, as tight as I can keep them, to try and keep the hydro from bouncing around like crazy. And I was only running the 2 liters in the hydro pack. I did not have the extra 2 liters in the front pouches. So it's going to double the weight load at the race. So I think what I'm going to probably do is maybe not run the bottles up front. There's aid stations at the race, so at the drop bags and stuff, I'm just going to drop off my own water, just fill my hydro pack more often. Before, I only filled it once, and this time I'm going to be able to fill it a little more often to make sure I have plenty of water. It's going to be super hot, and I will be using the water from the hydro pack to keep my dog's hydro vest cool, wet, to keep him running farther with me. Also, I'm going to have little buckets at each aid station. I'll drop off there in a bucket or a jug of water for the drop bags to take his vest off, soak it in the water again, put it back on him so it's fully drenched every, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, probably 3 times a lap, something like that. So whatever it is. But I gotta get that figured out, get them bought and all that. Hopefully be doing that this weekend. Get that all done and over with. Like I said, I'm hoping my van back. I ordered some new stuff for the van also. I'm finalizing my decision for what mattress I'm going with, and what fans I'm putting in. I want to put in the Fantastic fans. They're like $250 a piece for a stupid roof fan, but they are phenomenal. They've got water sensors on them, so if it rains, they'll close themselves. They've got temp sensors for like temperature, so I can have it set when it reaches a certain temperature. Like it's so cold, it'll turn off. or when it gets so hot, it'll automatically turn on. So it'd be great for when I leave Bruce in the van, like if I'm in the store, and it'd be awesome for me when I'm camping in the van also. It'll kick off. So if, you always hate that, you have the fan going, and then it cools off too much. You wake up and you're freezing to death. So this will kick the fan off. And they're reversible. They're badass. They're really amazing. And I'm going to put a cover on one of them at least, so the rain cannot kick the sensor off, because I do not want to have to find out, because once the sensor gets wet, you have to manually turn them back on and open them back up. So if it had a freak little, sprinkle come through and it kicks that sensor off and then the thing shuts, then guess what? There's no fan going in my van, and that will really suck for the poor dog. So that's not something I'm interested in having happen. So I'm going to put on like $100 cover. So you figure you're $1,000 into fans and stuff and covers and extra batteries. It's ridiculous how quickly this stuff adds up. I could have bought myself a cheap Class C motorhome for less money than what I'm going to have in the stupid van by the time it's done. But the van's going to be easier to park, less gas mileage, or better gas mileage, just easier to stealth camp, which means basically camp out along somewhere I'm not really supposed to be camping, and that'll make that life a whole lot better in that process. So who knows, might get pissed off at the whole van and scrap it and go to a Class C anyway. So we'll see. Hopefully it pulls the trailer pretty decently, because I plan on pulling my dirt bike around, my kayaks and that kind of stuff in the trailer off and on too. So that's all I really got for now. Went ahead. Oh, I did get my run in. Had a good run. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad at all, though. Just a nice hot run. Got that done. Got back home. Got cleaned up. It was just so hot and sweaty and gross. So definitely having a good time there. So that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.